Okay. Hello, everyone. We're back in my Snowball Earth Vintage Story playthrough. This is Thalan McRom, obviously. Hope everyone's having a good day. Now, I'm still a little under the weather, so that's probably why my voice sounds a little scratchy, if people are wondering. We're currently down in the farm, because we're going to be working on looking for flax seeds today. I'm going to need a lot of flax to complete this challenge I've set for myself of building a village with traders and merchants and stuff in it. And I'm using the NDL Villager, or well, yeah, NDL Villager mod to do this for people who are curious. It's not the only thing I need, but it's one of the things I need for now. The other thing I need is I need a source of lime. Like, badly. I badly need a source of lime. So, we're going to have to do several things today. One, we're going to have to work on getting some food for my character, because we're running a little low on food. So, let's see here. We've got some tin bronze there. What's in this? Okay. That's what I wanted right there. I wanted this. This is my mold for fishing lures. We're going to make some fishing lures real quick. Tin bronze in there. Okay, so we don't want to use tin bronze for that. Let's see here. We'll put the bronze ingots here real quick. Yep. So let me heat this back up. I don't have a lot. Do not have a lot of charcoal left. So we're going to have to work on getting some more charcoal today as well. Let's see if we can't get this smelted down here. We have to basically reheat this tin bronze, pour it out into ingots, because I want more ingots. Because one of the mods I'm using actually makes it so that forged tools have a better durability than cast tools. So we actually kind of want to switch over to forging all of our tools as much as we can. So we're going to need a better axe, I think. Be good. I just need to do something with all this stone. Let's see your house is doing on heating back up for me. If we could save some of the... I might actually take this out and see if this is going to get hot enough for me. Yes, perfect. It actually went to molten. Perfect. So I needed one piece of charcoal for this. Beautiful. Yep. And we still have 100. You know what? I don't want to do this, but I will. Just because it will get this clear and allow me to use this for something else here. I feel bad about doing that. That is not a good use of my tin bronze, but it gets it out of my crucible for me. Alright. Now, let's see here. Let's go ahead and see about getting some sticks. Because we need some more sticks anyways. Once we get some more sticks, we'll see about making a new axe and going and cutting down a few trees, because we're going to need a lot more wood. So I got to get another charcoal burn going here. Otherwise we'll run out of charcoal soon. That'll be very unfortunate. We've got 2 sticks. Let's grab a couple more if we can here. Yep. This will also push back the bushes around my house a little bit, giving us better visibility. So you know that like wolves and things like to come and wander in this area. Alright, so let's head over to the forest and get ourselves more wood. So we can do another charcoal run, because we're going to need to. So they're growing, that's good. Don't worry, these dwarf pines were getting too cold over here. We got an orc coming over here to bother us. There we go. We've reached level 2 in combat. Nice. Got some more rusted gears. Got a little bit of lime, but I need some more. Alright. Lots of trees over here. There's also some mammoths over this way, and I kind of want to see about long-term goal. Maybe taming one or two of the mammoths and using them as, like, mounts to carry stuff around and stuff. Because I do have a mod that should let me tame, like, elephants, make them rideable. And the mammoth's kind of an elephant, so I kind of want to see if it works. The other thing I need to do. Alright, so that's empty. Okay, alright, so that does not become bushes anymore, thanks to one of the mods I'm running. That's unfortunate. Normally when you break a cranberry bush like that, it becomes a usable bush that you can go plant somewhere else. But apparently, one of my mods just changed that. Let's get another axe head here. I'm using Napster, so it's just going to make this faster for us. There we go. And I was being smart, I would have brought some bones. But I didn't, so we'll just do this. There we go. Alright. Let's grab this tree here. There we go. And welcome everybody that's watching. I hope you all are having a good day. So after we get some firewood going here, we'll start working on finding the flax grain, because I gotta have some flax of some sort at this point. To even complete the challenge I've set for myself. Because without flax I can't make beds, and I mean like proper beds, not just like, you know, little hay bed that I'm currently using. Because that unfortunately will not work for spawning the traders. They actually have to have like a real bed. The other thing I'm going to have to keep an eye on is it looks like my larch trees that I planted previously are not growing. So what I'm kind of thinking about doing is going down to the mantle, putting some dirt down there, and seeing if that solves that problem. I'm going to have to mine out a huge area to grow trees. The other problem I've got is I'm definitely going to need some, like, I need some trees for tannin, but I don't have a source of tannin right now. If I want leather, I'm going to need tannin. Okay, well, that gave me some wood. So that's one stack. So if I get one more tree, that should cover it, I think. This one's got a lot of vines and stuff on it as well, so that should get us some extra rope and some other things that we can use. We might actually be able to grow some vines down there in our little underground farm. Thinking about this, it might be warm enough. That'd give me a nice renewable source of rope. Get that working. Just gonna knock down some of these larch leaves, see if we get a few more sticks and some more seeds. Wood. So, seed there I missed. Alright. Let's head back to base. So we have enough wood, I think, to finish the charcoal pit. So I think it was half full. We'll find out real quick. That's the other thing I need to do, is I need to get like a proper lantern as a light source. I think I have some quartz somewhere. Let's see here. If I have clear quartz, that's regular quartz. I do have 2 clear quartz. I think I have candles somewhere. Yes, I do. So I could make a lantern. That might be worth doing. So let's put that in there. Alright. Now where was I? Right, firewood. For the charcoal pit. How we doing, charcoal pit? Yeah, it just needs 2 more stacks. Perfect. That was perfect. Let's put that in there. we go. And go ahead and get these in there. Should be, that one's filled up. And if I do the next stack here, I have enough durability on my axe. I do not. Make another axe. This is the problem with these stone axes. It's one of my next upgrades is going to be a tin bronze axe. It's the other reason I need to find some iron, so I can get to iron tools here. There we go. Perfect. There we go. Okay, so grab this real quick. Don't I need that one? No. This one can move. I had to think about it. I was like, there's a reason I put that one there. Alright. Alright, so what we need now is one dry grass. Check. And one more thing of firewood. Go. And then we can take our torch. Light this up. This there. And there we go. Charcoal pit. Perfect. All right. So that's one step done. Let's see here. No fish today. No fish today. All right. Are these ready? These are ready. Let's increase our chances of getting fish here. So we can take and add these fishing lures. Our trot line here. Maybe we'll increase our odds a little bit of getting some fish. Alright. So there we go. So the other thing I want is I want my saw. I'm going to take this other piece of larch wood here and make some planks. And then my goal. Actually, let me just do this. Just do this in half. Go. Alright, perfect. This. There we go. That gives us 6 more ladders. That'll help us out a little bit. Cool. The other thing I'm going to need is I'm going to need some more torches, actually. Go. And I need to light these torches. I'll do this the fast way. Throw these in here, and we'll just burn these canes. I don't need those canes. There we go. If people have questions about what I'm doing, what the goals are, let me know. I am watching chat. Alright, let me check some. Let me check something real quick. Okay. Are these going to light for me? Come on, torches. There they go. Now they're lighting. Alright, how am I looking on food? Not great. I can make some soup. Or some stew even. But it's not going to be the best super stew. There we go. Do I have any food back here? Yeah. Yeah, we'll make some stew real quick, just to have something to eat here. Unfortunately, I can't add the berries to this, because of the nature of making vegetable stews. Very unfortunate. What we'll do is after we make this stew, we'll hit the hay here. Yeah, my only source of vegetables right now is cattail roots. Sadly. that's going to be long enough there. I think it'll just barely finish. Yep. Dinner. Cattail root stew. That's not keeping us full very well. We ate the whole thing. There you go. Alright, well, that was dinner. We ate the last of our vegetables. Alright, let's go to sleep. Sleep through until morning. Then I think we will look at what we want to do. I think we'll push down to the mantle. There we go. Alright. Hunger's good there. Take one of those. I'm gonna keep these large seeds on me because I'm gonna save these large seeds. I want to see if we can plant them underground somewhere. Just because my above ground seeds are not sprouting. I've had several that have been sitting at less than a day for a while now, so I don't think that's actually gonna happen. So that's here. And what I will do for ease of navigation here is I'll just push over one tile and I'll start going down here. I want to see if I can get down to the mantle, or at least close to it. Yep. So we're already at 25 down or from the mantle, so let's see where this takes us here. We can go down about 6 more. We're getting there. I also want to see what the temperature is down here. Because if it's warm enough, you know, we could do some extra farming down here. There we go. It's kind of as deep as we can go without any more ladders. Alright, what are we sitting at here? It's 37 degrees Fahrenheit down here. Like 6 a.m. September. Not great, but not terrible. Up here, it's a good like 4 degrees warmer down there. All right, our berries are starting to grow. Beautiful. That's what we wanted to see right there. Cranberries are growing nicely. Got some more grass here. We need some grass. That's good. Cattails are growing. These look like they're growing happily here. So we got some cabbage, we got some carrots, spelt. So we've got some food growing, but it's still going to be a while until they actually like grow into something useful here. And seed-wise, we've got some stuff. Let's grab what we can out of here. Oh, we got a maple seed. That's kind of cool. Kapok seed. Got some rice, but that's going to be useful to us. Horsetail's mildly useful. There we go. See, the real problem is a lot of these flowers we just will not have use for. Minus the horsetail. So we have to do something with those. Alright. Alright, let's see if we can't put away a few more torches down here. 3. There we go. So we finished lighting this area up. Good. Let's head back upstairs here. And then we'll have to start working on getting some more seeds. And the current way I'm getting seeds is I'm processing muddy gravel to get seeds. I'm also grinding these shells into lime so that I can get lime water to make leather. Because I'm going to need leather as well. Especially if I want to upgrade my bags one more time. Alright, there we go. Okay. Get this out of my hand. There we go. Let's go grind up these shells real quick. Got this. Oh, we got a soaked bear hide, I forgot. Okay, let's take our knife. Put that in there for the moment. Alright. Come on, there we go. So we'll do these first. Get all these shells processed real quick. Let's get rid of them. See, we've got some orcs wandering around out there. Pardon me. As I said, my voice is still a little rough. Been getting over some sort of sinus infection type thing all weekend. Here it is, Tuesday, still clearing up. I mean, it's better than it was, though. Alright. At some point, I might even build a windmill. We can never find flax. Go. Just 2 more shells. Yep, that's it. That's the shells here. Cool. There we go. Alright. Those are all processed. Now, we need to get our bucket of water here. We need to refill this. Yep. I'm going to need something for making tannin here. Go. Grab these scraped hides out of here now. Pardon me. Alright, we'll store the hides here for the moment. We'll see if we can't get something for making some tannin. Got an orc over here wandering around. Why this orc's running off. Alright, well. If that orc doesn't want to fight us, fine. I can argue with him. I think we can use some of these leaves to make tannin. I think it's specifically these willow leaves. Grab my stone axe here. And see if we can't get some of these willow leaves. Because if we can get some willow leaves... So we got these red willow leaves. I think. Go into here so we can eat them. If we go into the handbook thing... no. Okay, these don't let us make... tannin. Okay, we do get some willow seeds, though. Mm-hmm. Yeah, alright. So let's go just to everything here. Okay. Nope. Okay, so we can use the willow logs to make tannin if we get like proper willow logs. What about red willow? Okay, so that will give us this. Alright, so this won't work, unfortunately. We need like an actual willow tree. Okay. Never mind. So much that plan. What about larch? Let's see if larch will work. No. Okay, so let's go back. Let's do tannin. Alright. Nope. Tannin. So we can use acacia, walnut, willow, beech, oak leaves, elder, and oak. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. Okay. Alright. This may be a slight issue. So we may have no choice but to find an oak seed or something, or a beech seed, and try and grow it underground if we can get down deep enough. Where did you? Yeah. Way down there? Alright. It's interesting that we can eat the willow seeds, or the willow leaves, though, so... I mean, that's a new food source. What do these count as? Vegetable. Okay. I'm here at work. Right here. Okay. Or throw yourself down the hill. That's fine. That orc is very confused. Alright, so we've got some quartz up there. Oh, this is larch trees. Looking for something, hopefully, other than larch. I think we got some other trees over this direction. Let's go check over here. Replace the machine with an Applebee's. Oh my goodness. No efficiency. Which machine are you talking about replacing with an Applebee's? Also, how you doing, General Efficiency? Glad to see you here this evening. It's just a muskox I'm hearing over there. I'm doing alright. Still recovering from whatever that sinus mess was over the weekend. But overall, doing okay. There we go. Grab a few more cattails. This is currently where I get my vegetables at. That and apparently willow leaves. Because I found out with this, one of the mods I'm running makes willow leaves count as a vegetable. One day, muskox, I will hunt you. Not today. Empty, empty. None of these have fruit on them, do they? Heard him. Heard him. Found. Bad work. Keep hearing like a dog. I also hear bees. Oh, we got some meat and some gears. There's the bees right there. Look at that. Not a good area for the bees. Pardon me. Aha, I found the wolf I was here. I don't have the space to carry anything. Are you stuck in this hole, bud? And you're running away from me. Alright, wolf, I'll leave you alone. Oh, hello. Start with me. That orc tried to get me. Nope, not having any of that there, Mr. Boatman. Alright. I don't see any other tree types. Chiaza berry? I'm not even sure what kind of berry that is. Pardon me. As I clear my throat again. That's not a berry type I'm familiar with. I was hoping to find some other trees. But apparently all I've got around here are larch and red willow. Neither of which is going to allow me to make tannin. And a dead whatever this is. Also not going to let me make tannin. Let's see here. Oh, we got some berries here. Just gonna eat these leaves real quick. Yep. I'm gonna grab these cranberries real quick. Have a little walking stack here. Yeah. Sorry, I did. Get something to drink there. Alright. Picked it up. I'm gonna come back and grab all of this muddy soil, or muddy gravel here in a bit. Once I clear out some inventory space. First things first, we're dealing with the lack of food. These cattails are vegetables to me. Come here. There we go. Made it out of there. Okay. Start heading back. We'll wander through the forest, see if we see anything of interest. I don't expect we will. Better keep my sword out, though. Been kind of an aggressive day out. A raccoon or something. Small larch. What's this? Bunchberry, a bunch of berries. Oh yes, fly agaric. Exactly what I needed. It's like the only mushrooms I've seen in this area. Oh, that's a big larch tree. Is that a larch tree? Yeah, that's a larch tree. It's big. Yeah, wait a minute. I'm curious. Hold on. Yeah. Like, can't get resin out of larch trees, can I? No. The answer is no. Still need pine trees for that. Alright. That's something else we gotta find. See, where I lived in the north before I moved this far south, I had pine trees. Now I don't have pine trees down here. In some ways, I almost should have stayed in the north. Another beehive. Alright, let's see here. I didn't have oak trees in the north either, so tannin still would have been a long-term problem. Alright. Well, this at least let me solve my food problem to some extent. Not a great amount, but enough to do something with it. Alright, here we go. We also got some meat, so we could make a little bit of vegetable and meat stew. That'll be good. That'll make our character happy. Alright, let me get my bucket, because I'm going to need my bucket to do this. It's also getting cold out. So my character's gear. Yeah, my clothing's starting to fall apart on me. So that's going to be a problem. Alright, there we go. A little impromptu fence to keep the neighbors out. Yo, bucket. Cattails. Done. go. And there's vegetables. Alright, so let me go put this away. Down right there for now. Got any empty spots in here? Got this that I don't need to put the willow seeds in there for now. And congratulations, you get the willow canes for fuel. Alright, let me grab these fish, because these fish will be valuable. One fish. Two fish. Alright, here we go. Go get rid of this seashell. Go. We've got some lime. Still no way to make tannin, though. Alright. Come here, fish. Knife. There we go. Alright. Alright. All those two. Beautiful. Beautiful. Alright. Crock pot. Let's do a nice hearty vegetable and say fish stew to start with. And can I not use the fish? Okay. What about the meat? No. Okay. We might have to use soups for this. Alright, that's fine. We can work with soups. Come here, water bucket. Alright, so we'll do 1 and 2. And we'll start with the fish. And gonna do the fish. There we go. Yeah, let me do soup. That's interesting. Won't let me do the stew. I'm supposed to be able to add meat to vegetable stew, I think. Yeah, double check that down. Alright, let's see here. H. Oh, everything. Vegetable stew. 2 slots. Oh, no, you can't add meat. Oh. I thought you could add meat to vegetable stews. I was completely mistaken. You can add egg. That's interesting. Broths. Hmm. Alright. That's alright. We'll just make some soups. Cooks there. Let's see here. What else do I have fuel-wise? Yeah, I'm just burning my extra large canes and stuff just because, you know, I get so many of them. Alright. Actually, let me put my lime in here because I don't need that. These gears in here. How you doing? We almost done? Alright, we're getting there. Character's gonna be pretty hungry. I'm gonna have to do something with these fruit so they don't go bad on me. I mean, this one's fresh for 2.3 years, so it's just not gonna last long enough, if I'm honest. The other thing I need is some mortar. I need to make some mortar. In here, soup. Soup. I heard that goblin out there. Look at that goblin trying to come through my front door. See that goblin? Where you at? Come here. Come here. Why are you running away? You came running into my house. Goblin came in, tried to start something, and then ran off. Interrupted my dinner. Can you believe that goblin? Rude. That's what that goblin was. Alright. Super. There we go. Well, that's helping a little bit. So we'll definitely be able to cook the other batch of soup at this rate. Oh, goodness. Alright, well, there we go. That was it. Okay. Next soup. Alright. 1, 2. 2, 1, 2. Red meat. There we go. Then we'll save the rest of these vegetables, because that should top me off pretty well. Fine. Alright. Gonna have to do something with all these granite stones I've got. Let's see here. I'm gonna start like a stone pile out here. Like right over here. Yep. Rose live in luxury's dirt hut like it. Oh yeah, no, this is my fancy dirt hut in Snowball Earth. Mostly because trees and stuff are kind of a problem. So, like I can't even get trees I cut down to regrow because it's so cold out. You know, can't build like a fancy, plank house or something. We're working on it. We're finding solutions. What I might do is if I can get enough, clay going, I might do like cobblestone and stuff. Do like a stone house. There we go. Okay. Next round of soup's ready. There we go. Nice. Nice and topped off. Set that down over there. Set that down over there too. Okay. So next up, I think I need another shovel. Let's get another shovel. Another shovel. Copper ridge, prospecting pick, spear. No, okay, so I do need another shovel. Alright, let's get another shovel going. And also welcome Gordon's Crab Shack. How you doing? Thanks for joining and chatting. Hope you're having a good day. Go, shovel. Alright. Yep, we're gonna go underwater and get some more of this muddy gravel. All the muddy gravel. For people who are curious why I'm digging up a whole bunch of muddy gravel, I'm using the wild farming revival mod. It lets me pan this for seeds. I don't have a good way to get seeds, because the crops did not spawn in my Snowball Earth. Alright, let's see if that's enough. Right now, the hunt is on for flax. That's what I need. I need flax seeds. There for now. Get dried off here a little bit. My character is absolutely soaking wet right now. Yeah, good enough. Go downstairs, get my torch out so I can see. This is my deep underground farm that we're going down to. Alright. Here we are. See, we got some more seashells I gotta get rid of. That's the other thing about this particular solution. So you get a lot of seeds you don't care about. Care about the horse. Like, the horse tail's fine, but like these flower seeds, I don't need them. Yeah. Got to figure out something to do with all these. My little underground farm. Got some cranberry plants, We got some horsetail. Got some cattails growing down here. What do we get? We probably don't care about that. I'm probably going to go throw all these seeds in the lake, because I don't... Again, I don't expect to get into beekeeping, so I probably won't need seeds. Got some more large tree seeds. Can't even get large trees to grow. Oh my goodness. Come on. Flax. Need flax. Oh, we got an oak seed. There we go. Alright, we have a source of tannin now. Once we can get a place warm enough to grow said oak tree. Oh wow, we got 2 oak seeds? Alright. Well, we solved one problem, but not the problem I need to solve. Okay, didn't get much from that one. Got another rice seed. Great. Clearly it's going to be warm enough in this snowball earth to grow rice. More seashells. Right. I'm going to let that sit there and think about itself while I figure out what I'm going to do with all these flower seeds. Again, I'm really leaning towards just throw the flower seeds into the lake. Maybe that'll show it. Convince it to give me better seeds. I just need 1 flax seed. Just 1. I can grow from there. Alright. Well, it's a little early in the evening to put our character to bed to sleep through the night here, so... I'm looking outside. Anybody out here that we don't want to be around? So, if I throw these out, do they float or do they sink? They float. Okay. So the dump for all these flower seeds I don't need. They will despawn after a while, so. Yeah. Alright, that's all the flower seeds I don't care about. Cool. That's dealt with. Alright, so the other thing we should do while we're sitting here thinking about it, close that up so I don't see drifters randomly wandering in here. Let's go see what we want to do with our combat skill level here. We can do swordsman, which increase our damage we deal with swords. A looter could also be good. Increase the amount of drops you receive from mobs. That might be actually super good. Yeah, let's do looter. Yep. And we also got mining. Oh, here we go. Increase the number of stones you receive. Oh, they need more stones. Stone cutter. Every time you break a rock, you have a chance to receive the raw rock instead. I think we'll go with... Let's see here. Mining a stone or with a pickaxe has a 5% chance and additional not reduced durability. That would be good. But I think we'll go with ore miner here. Because I'd like to just get more ores. If I'm honest. I think that's going to be our best bet here. There we go. Alright. Let's see here. It's a little early for bed. Drifters up. Let's go ahead and hit the hay there. We'll go downstairs, see if we got any seeds we care about. Alright, let's go check our seeds, see what we got. Also, will remind me whether or not this actually keeps processing when you sleep. And the verdict is we got pumpkin seeds. I mean, we could grow them. Not that I'm gonna complain about growing pumpkins, but it doesn't help us so much. It's more flower seeds we don't really care about. Got a redwood seed. Got an acacia seed. Well, that would, I think, also solve... Let's get back to everything. Let's see here, tannin. I think you can use that. I think you can use acacia for that, right? Yes, you can. Problem is, it is definitely not going to be warm enough to grow acacia bushes or plants down here. Oh, goodness. All right. This game just does not want to give me the seeds I need. Alright. Well, let's take all these seashells up with us, because we can go grind those in the grinder. Oh my goodness. Well, it should be almost sun up now. It's what, 5 a.m., 5:30 in the game right now? Sun's up around 6 to 7:30 in the game. Or 6 o'clock to 7 a.m. in the game, depending on year. And it is getting close to wintertime. It's October, so... Let's see here. How's it reflectivity? Low? Okay, that's fine. It would also work if we could find like an agricultural trader. That would also solve this problem. Let's go out here. Drifters about. I'm not seeing any immediate drifters about. Which is fine by me. There we go. Let's go ahead and grind up these seashells real quick. Get them out of my inventory. Also let us cure some more of our hides, which would be nice. It'll get us closer to leather until we can get those oak trees growing. And we'll actually be able to start getting some real leather. Yeah. Go. Almost done. Man, I can't wait to have a windmill. Make it so much easier. But again, I gotta find flax for that. But everyone having a good night out there? Let me know. Yeah, I hope y'all are. I'm having a decent day myself. Here hanging out with you all, playing some Vintage Story. Go. Fast those done. Cool. Right. Get those. Let's get this off my hotbar before I douse that torch. There we go. Alright. Well, let's think about what we want to go do. First things first, let's feed the character real quick. And then I think we'll go maybe do a little mining. Because I think improving our... I'll just take that bowl with me. I think improving our tools might be our best bet at this point, but I'm going to need some more wood for that. I just realized. So let's get a better axe first. Go. Actually, only need like one piece of charcoal for this. Tongs. Hammer, and then my torch. Alright. Gonna make an actual axe. A real axe. A metal axe. Then we'll go hit the iron mine, see if I can actually find some iron. Because it says it should be very high hematite over there. Come on, tin bronze. There it goes. Good enough. You're gonna be an axe. There we go. Cool. Put this extra piece away. Cool. Oh, right. It's locked. Well, let me get this back. Yeah. Get my head if it wasn't attached sometimes. There we go. Alright. Alright. Let's go over this way, grab a tree or two on the way to the iron mine. Let's see here. There should be some trees next to the iron mine. So let us get some sticks for a few more. You know, it would also help if I carried my prospecting pick. I'm not going to find iron without the prospecting pick. Good lord. Something forgetful today. There we go. Prospecting pick. And, you know, I'll just take this off, too, so I can make more cost-effective ladders. Alright. A few missteps later, and we're finally actually on the road to the iron mine. You thinking about stuff you could construct? What you got in mind? What you thinking about building? All right. One of these days, I'm going to get back to hunting elk. That's the other thing I should build. I should build a smoker. Alright, let's see here. What kind of trees we got over here? Just large trees again? It looks like all this is just large trees. Alright. Got a bit of lumber here. Proper tannery and that bakery we talked about. I mean, I'd like to see it. You know, because you do some really nice constructions. You make me look like I don't know what I'm doing when it comes to building. Honestly. Neighborhood that you talked about right now keeps trying to climb on you. Oh, well, you know, sometimes neighborhood cats are just friendly like that. I've had several good neighborhood cats over the years. Alright. Let's put that down the middle. Go. Beautiful. Alright, that should be plenty of ladders to get down to the bottom of my iron mine. Very oddly friendly neighborhood cat. It's probably someone's pet that got loose or something. Or that just wanders. We had several of those at my father's neighborhood that would come and wander around and hang out. We ended up adopting one or two of them over the years. It's because one of them was actually abandoned by some people that used to live in the neighborhood over there. And so that one just became our cat. Yeah, sometimes people just have super friendly cats. Like, my grandmother had a cat that would absolutely go and make the rounds to people's people's houses and get extra food and stuff. I'm pretty sure my cat, Helia, would absolutely go and be a neighborhood cat and visit everybody and look for extra food and love and attention and stuff. Let's reorganize my hotbar. It just means, it's not a feral cat, though. Because feral cats aren't normally that friendly. Things first. There. There we go. Alright, let's see. Anything in this way? Nothing there. Go check this way as well. We're at 18 from the bottom, so... Ah, just nothing. Alright. Let's see here. Let's see where we want to do our next. So that's 6 more down, so let's go down a little bit. Go down 2 more. So that's 8 down from our last one, so I think we can go down 1 more here. That should put us right at the very edge of where we did our last sample. Okay. Alright. Nothing there. Man. I've never had this bad of luck looking for hematite. This is also like the highest reading I've ever had for hematite. Oh, man. This is making me want the better prospecting mod. They'll just do like a whole like column sample of like, is there anything in this column of rock? You know. Alright. We could go down a little bit more, but I don't expect to find anything. Yeah, I do. Like, this has been a rough search for hematite. And I know you struggled with that a bit too in the community server. We'll just check down here. I don't think it's going to be down here at the mantle. Not impossible, I don't think, but super unlikely. There. Okay, good. Knock this one out real quick. Nothing there. Yeah. Very unlikely we're going to find any iron right here. Yeah. Because I don't think it even spawned down at the mantle. I think it's like the lowest it can spawn at is 5. So, 5 layers up from the mantle, basically. I think is the lowest it can spawn. Yeah, nothing. Just nothing. Wow. This has just been a complete and utter bust here. Alright, so let's go sink another shaft somewhere else. Because, I mean, it's entirely possible, like, we're surrounded by hematite somewhere else. Like, on either side of us. It's just too far away for us to pick up with our pro pick. That's entirely a thing that can happen. Because the heat map can be very different from where it actually spawns, if it does spawn. So that's entirely possible, even though it's a very high possibility of spawning here that didn't spawn at all. If we look at our, says it should be roughly 5.8. Basically, 5 out of every 1,000 blocks should be, hematite, or almost 6 out of every 1,000 blocks should be hematite in this area. That's what that means. Pretty curious. Alright, so no luck over here. So let's get this out of our hand for the moment. Let's see here. Let's walk this. That was like, what was that sound? Something just startled the heck out of me. It was a muskox. Okay. Muskox is fine. I was afraid it was a bear for a second. What's that? What's that? Peat? Yeah, it's peat. No, we'll just do reading over here at this little outcropping right here. Just see what it looks like. I should have brought my shovel. Alright. I'm not looking for perfect efficiency right now. I'm looking just to get this sampling done. Alright, so let's see here. Let's do this one. Okay, so still just hearing that muskox. Alright. Let's do that one. Oh, that one wasn't far enough away. That one was. Alright, what about you? You far enough away? Yes. Oh, it's gone up over here. Empty. Yeah, because we went up to basically 6 instead of... So it actually went up by like a full percentage marker, going this way a little bit. So let's go just a little bit further. Take another reading. We'll take a reading at like this one right over here. Alright. What are we looking over here? Let's do that one. Okay, come down to say like right here. Back over to like here. Oh, it actually went down. Even that little bit. Okay. Alright. Let's go sink a shaft down right over here. I think we'll sink that shaft down like right here. This will work. Because what we can do is we can take this. This will keep snow out of our mine spot. Torch out. These back over here. Alright. The joys of prospecting. That muskox is going to drive me nuts. There's like rumbling sounds he's making over there. Alright. Well. Isn't that exciting? We went right down into a cave. Good one. Anybody else down here want to cause some problems? Well, we found quartz with gold. That's what I needed. Got gold right there. Alright. Here, I'll even mark that just for fun. There we go. Never expected to find gold before I found hematite. Let's just do a quick node search here. Just for fun. Nothing nearby. Okay. Not surprising. We're almost right back around over where we came from. Alright, let's go back to where we were sinking our shaft. Go back to our mine shaft over here. Might have to do a little bit of careful setup here just to protect ourselves from things. Decide to be unfriendly. Alright. So we'll throw a ladder right there. Just keep going down. I think we just found the other side of that cave. No, this is a different cave. No, this is the same one. Just had a bowthorn spawn while we were... while we went back around. Hilarious. Oh, goodness. Yep. Alright. This is going to be a delightful iron mine, if we find iron. And by delightful, I mean exciting. Pardon me, folks. Yeah, take a drink here. Yeah, cat got food out of you. It sounds just like a cat. Kind of have to just sink a iron shaft straight down here, just as far as we can go, and see what we find. See if we hit iron that way. Give a little bit of durability on my pro pick. Let's see here. Grab these rocks out of the way. I've heard what sounded like a shiver. No. Good lord, why are you asking me about sticky keys, game? Or computer. Alright, there we go. Well, let's do a quick check. See if we find anything here. That way. Get out over here. Alright, anything over this way? I mean, we're still pretty high up to find hematite. Like, you can find it up in the 80s and 70s, but it's uncommon. Alright, let's see here. No, nothing. Alright. I can see them waiting on us up there. Just for fun, we're going to knock a little test sample out this way here. Not that I expect to find anything, but, you know. It's the idea that counts, right? Yeah. Okay. Alright. Let's get up and out of here. I have to make some more ladders. Don't know where our drifter friend went, but hey, he made it out of there without any problems. Oh, he's got to get back to base without running into like a polar bear or something. Alright. Since we are hungry, I'm going to make a run for it. Oh, here he is, penguins. Oh, look at all the penguins. Hello, penguins. Low weight. Low weight. I mean, I would hunt you guys, but you're all low weight. I don't really want low weight penguins. Speaking of cats, Helia the cat has decided to come join me on her cat tower here, over here next to my computer. One of the things I'm thinking about doing on my streams here in the future, once I get like webcam set up, is adding like a cat cam so y'all can see Helia the cat. I think that might be fun. What do you think, Helia? You want to be cute for other people besides just us? Yes. Perch yourself proudly in your cat hole. In your tower. Alright, here we go. We're back at base. Let's see if we got any fish today. Oh, we did get some fish today. That's a good come up. Right, let's put this in here. There's one fish. Two fish. Go. Let's grab the other one here. More fish. Adding these lures is a great idea. Even if I felt like it was a bit of a waste of my tin bronze, it's actually worked out really well, I think. Alright, so let's make some hearty soup, I think. Here. Bowl. It's my bucket. Oh, perfect. I even have 5 liters of water. Fantastic. Alright, let's grab my vegetables out. Do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Alright. Fuel. Some more large canes. There we go. Alright. Get that out of my hand. Light this sucker up. Perfect. Put that away for now. That away for now. Lots of things to do. Still need more. Let's grab my shovel. Might as well keep working on getting the seeds we need. While that cooks. That might be too dark. Can't see enough to actually dig down there. Never mind. So much for that plan. The joys of wintertime in Snowball Earth. Or at least, you know, sun goes down early. It's cold. One good news is your food lasts basically forever. Alright. Do I have any more storing arrows? I've got a place where I'm storing flax. There we go. That's all the flax fibers I've found so far. Yep, I do have a place for arrows. Perfect. Let's put the saw away as well for now. Where's our food coming? Coming along, coming along. Some more barren soil we can use for stuff. Put these vegetables away. I just like put this straight into a hide. So I have to convert it into large hides first. Okay. Alright. So I think tomorrow we'll work on, besides suffocating my character with the fire, I think we'll work on getting a tree area built that we can actually grow the oak trees in. Which that'll involve going all the way down to the mantle, an underground farm, and then carving out a very large area. And filling it full of torches, so we don't get like enemy spawns down there, because I don't have the stuff to fight the nightmare creatures that would spawn down there. So. No, this is not Hightail. This is Vintage Story. It's much older than Hightail. But, you know, they both came from people that were inspired by Minecraft in various ways. Vintage Story started off as a series of Minecraft mods, and when the developer of said mods started running into engine problems with the stuff he wanted to do with his mods, he decided to go make his own game engine, and therefore his own game. And that's how he ended up with Vintage Story. Hightail, I believe, has a similar creation story, but I'm not as familiar with its creation story as I am Vintage Stories. But I do have Hightail. I do play Hightail occasionally. And also, welcome to the stream. Alright. It's a little early, but we'll go ahead and put our character to bed here. Now we've got our character to bed. Let's go. We'll go down to our underground farm and see if we can't build a place that's warm enough for the trees to grow. I'm going to need leather soon. Alright. Grab our pick here. Gonna need some more torches too. That's my sticks. There we go. Get these torches lit. Let's look outside. Any enemies? Not seeing any enemies. It's fine. What's the rift activity at? Come on. Good. Good, good, good. More fish. More fish. What about these berries? Are these fruiting? Yeah, too cold. It's the problem with planting these berry bushes up here on the surface. It's too cold out here for them. Go. Let's grab this. And my seed's already down there. Do I have any dirt? I have some. Perfect. Helps if I have a torch so I can see. Okay, so what we'll do... So I don't have any ladders. Need some more ladders. Again, I'd forget stuff. Thankfully I have some sticks upstairs, because I always save a few sticks. So we can make some ladders, and then continue on down to the mantle. Because I think we're going to have to go all the way down to the mantle to get it warm enough. A few ladders. See if 6 will get us down there. Alright. We'll see if 6 will get us down to the mantle. I know we'll definitely want the mantle for growing things like onions. Just because it's going to get too cold during winter to grow them. Up here at my upper farm. Why do I hear a bird? I hear a boat horn. Is there one down here? No? I definitely heard a boat horn or something. That was the wrong thing. This is what I wanted. Yep. Alright. Then we only got 12 more to go until we get to the mantle. Alright. Go. Yeah, we're pretty close. We can go down one more here safely. Technically, we can go down 2 more. Got enough stuff. I can make one more set of ladders. There we go. This will get us down to the mantle. And I think that will do it. Because I think this is mantle. Yep, that's mantle. Alright. Yeah, let's do this. There we go. Now we know that's mantle. Alright. We're going to knock out an area here for a door. We'll go into here. So we're going to have to go up pretty high to get trees. And unfortunately, I do not have stone quarry mod installed. Alright. Try to think of how big an area that the oak trees need. I think they need like probably a 6x6 to grow in. Realistically. That's 3 on that side. Let's go this way. The other thing is, how tall are we going to need to make this thing? Alright, so it's 3 on this side. Let's get one more layer here. Cool. Now let's go ahead and knock out these upper blocks here. And for people curious, no, I'm not. I have cave-ins turned off right now, so I don't have to worry about the stone above me collapsing. Alright, there we go. You get them up here. I think if we go, see, we're currently 5 high. I think if we go 7 or 8 high, we'll probably be okay. Assuming we don't mine into a cave or something. If we go at least 5 deep, we can make it a 5x5. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 5. So there's our 5. Let's do the same thing over here. Secure. It's already making me miss the stone quarry mod. Actually, how wide are we? So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're actually 7 wide. So let's push it back 7 then. Keep it nice even. Fall down. So many stones. I have so many stones. I'm going back. 1, 2, 4, 5. So let's go back 2 more here. Alright. Let's go over this way. Number 5, number 6, and number 7. So that should be where we make our card over there. I'm going to need another pickaxe, I think, before this is finished. Yep, definitely going to need another pickaxe. Good thing I still have plenty of tin bronze. Now if I just had enough clay to build... No, I'd add a... You know what, I'm going to have to install it. I'm going to have to add the stone quarry mod, I think. Just as something to do with all this stone. What do you think, General Efficiency? You think I should install the stone quarry mod? Nope. Alright, almost done. This layer. Yeah. Alright, there we go. Oh, I got a stone block that I didn't need. Alright, well. Cool. Already out of... Oh, good lord. I'm out of inventory space already. Let's grab what I can. So I'm not leaving random stuff down here. Alright, let's head back up and offload and see about another pick, because this one's only got 27 blocks worth of mining left in it. Farm is still farming, slowly but surely. Got 2 days, less than a day. Don't have any place for grass. Alright. Let's see here. Definitely gonna have to do something about food today too. Yep. Alright. Let's close that up. Go ahead and eat this. Alright. Let's see here. Put these away somewhere. Yep, we can put these in here for now. Go. Let's just put that away. Let's go get rid of some of these piles of rock here. Down there, because that's empty now. Right. I was looking out here. No goblins, it works. Okay. Neighbors must be busy today. I'll take the grass, because I need the grass. Go. My rock piles of future construction materials here. At least helping me get some grass too here by clearing out some of the snow. That's the other reason I need stone quarry. I can then just get rid of these rocks and convert them into useful materials. Go. Alright. Let's see here. Any more places that don't have grass? The reason I'm not just destroying the grass and putting them down on top of the grass blocks is because Snowball Earth, this grass is actually very valuable. Come on. Give me a grass-free spot. Alright, well, it's not. You get something out of my inventory at least. Alright. I do need a new knife. Oh, no. I tried to open the gate for you if you wanted to have this fight. That'll work. Decided he wanted some. Go. Get ourselves a new knife made real quick. Grab a bone. Bones. Bones. There's my bones. So the reason I'm using a bone handle, for people who may not know, is it gives you extra durability on your knife. On these stone tools. Let's see, what you dropping today? Rusty gear. Okay. Wish I knew where there's an agricultural trader. Let me check. Did I find a agricultural trader? Let's see here. We got commodities, artisan, kitchenware, artisan, building materials. Oh, I do have an agricultural trader. You know what? New plan. New plan. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to take our money. And we're going to go on an adventure, folks. We're going to go north. Visit the agricultural trader. We need cash money. Well, we need... Let me rephrase that. We need resin. Or not resin. Good lord. I can talk tonight. We need flax seeds. That's the word I was going to. I don't know why I was struggling to say that. Saying everything else I needed. So we're just going to go buy some. That's here. You know, I'm gonna get rid of these rocks. Any fish? Oh, we do have some fish. Fantastic. Actually, wait a minute. What am I doing? I just put the rocks in here. In the basket, not on the hotbar. There we go. Done. Okay. Alright. Cool. Let's grab these fish too, alright? Yep. Let's see what we got as far as like meat goes here. It's 2 fillets off that one. Fillets off that one. Oh, these fish eggs are actually good. You can throw these back in the water. So those fish eggs will increase the population of fish in the area. Put that in there. And we're going to put this pick away so we don't lose it. Yeah, that is taking a while to cook. Let's add a little bit more firewood to it. Once that's done cooking, we're going to top off our hunger. I think we'll go on an adventure to the agricultural trader. So let me go pin him. Change him to green as well. Person. Where is he? There he is. That's building 2 goes. See? Commodities. Yeah, he's right up here. Pin you, and we're going to also change you to green. So, there we go. That way we know where he is. He's going to be pretty far out there. Because we're here. 2,500, and he's up here. 3,000. So he's what, about 500 blocks? No, it's more than that. Hold on. Oh yeah, no. So we're actually at 1330. Yeah, so he's about 3,000 blocks north of us. So it's going to be a bit of a trip, but it'll get us the seeds we need. The next question is, do I have good soil for this before we get too involved? Barren soil. Yes, I do have some medium fertility soil that we can use to grow our flax. Nice. So, that'll be good. Man, this pot of stew is just taking forever to cook. We're gonna have to throw some more wood in there. Do I have any bandages? Hold on. The answer seems to be no. No bandages. Alright. Well. Come on, Stu. Almost done. There we go. I'm actually just going to carry this with us. There we go. Well, that really does not generate a lot of satiation, does it? Good enough, though. Alright. Time to journey north. We might even do a little hunting while we're on the trip. We'll definitely do some foraging, see if we can find anything of value to take with us. Alright. But we should be pretty good to go for a trip like this. Of course, I head out at night. Good lord. Is that a bear? That better not be a bear. Yeah, I think that's a muskox. Okay. Yeah, it's muskox. Alright. Alright. Not a bear. We are not geared to fight a bear in, in any straight up fight. Like, trapping it in a pit, sure. But fighting it out in the open, no. With that in mind, I should probably actually get my dirt out just in case I need to, like, tower up. Alright. Let's see here. I want to sprint, but I don't want to waste the calories right now. Okay, got my money. Good. We'll see what else they have. Hopefully they'll have something else besides just the flax seeds that might be valuable to us. This would also be where having an elk would be nice. Get there a lot faster. Or even one of the mammoths. And these berry bushes around here are empty. Empty, empty. Empty. Craft raccoons. They've been over here eating all these berry bushes and got stuck in the hole. Let's go here. Just cut through this cave real quick. Have here. That's a bunch of drifters and boat run. Nope. That's a nope. That's what that is. Speed to go around this. Up, up. What's going on here, game? Don't lag on me like that. Don't scare me like that, game. Alright. So let's go around the lake here. Nice fox over there. I have to do something about light here soon. It's also going to get cold out. My character is not really geared for the cold as well as I'd like. Oh, here we go. We got some forage opportunities right here. Okay, that one's flowering. Alright. A little bit of food. This random cave here. Good, just munch a few berries as we walk. Go. How are we doing trip-wise? Oh, we still got a little ways to go. Sprint here. Still don't want to be out too late. Might overnight at the agricultural trader's hut. We'll need Pete. Oh, got some cranberries. I can complain about cranberries. here we go. Here we go. That's ripe. Nice. More? Any more? Yep, that's ripe. Flowering. D. D. These are heather leaves. I don't care about the heather leaves. Alright. Those pine nuts are very good. There we go. Got pine trees up here. That looks like some sort of ruin. Yeah, this is a ruin right here. It's one of those, like, stone columns. Those are supposed to be... Oh. Oh, that may have startled me. That gave me a heart attack. Going on about something over there. That's why, like, I'm tempted to tame one just because then it'd give me, like, a mount to ride. At the same time, I'm not sure I want to listen to that all the time. Flowering. These are blueberries. Take those just because I can turn those into seeds. Hold on. I'm going to do the same with the cranberries, just because they're slightly more valuable than the sea berries. And hawthorn. Oh, we got some copper right here. Cranberry bush. Still hear that mammoth over there telling us all about it. See, if we get too close to them, they could become aggressive. That's why I'm not going over there. Gravel right here. Alright. More larch, more pine. Alright. Do love the skybox at night, especially in the Snowball Earth setting. Because normally you have to go further north in the game to see this, and whatnot. In the Snowball Earth playthrough, it's a lot further south. Let's not go through the lake. Let's see how we do it math-wise. We're getting there. It's still going to be a little ways. Granite gravel again. My main concern is I saw a lot of bears on the journey south through this area. The bears are also silent and deadly in this game. Until they're chewing on you. Onion berries. Take that with us. Alright, let's see what we got. Doing pretty good, though. Making good progress. And some of y'all might be wondering why am I so desperate for flax. You know. But the goal of this series, for those who may not know, is I'm trying to build a village and then spawn in villagers, which requires me to have beds for them. To make the beds in this game, you gotta have linen. To make linen, you gotta have flax. And while I am getting small amounts from killing drifters and goblins and things occasionally, that's not really a reliable source of it. So we need to get some flax growing, our underground farm. Not to mention that also gives us just another food source. While flax grain is not the best food, it's certainly food. Oh, there's a lot of forest here. I'm taking those mushrooms with me. I think those are... those edible? No, those are poisonous. Dang it. I was about to say, that was about to be like the first mushrooms I've seen. I'd absolutely take the time to set up a mushroom farm. We're gonna have to stop and build a little fire here soon. Get warmed up. Alright, let's build that fire. This arch tree's certainly taking its time. Any moment now. That was a bigger large tree than I thought it was. Like, there are pieces of it falling all the way over here. Got it all? Alright. Just turn all that firewood there. Go. One piece of grass. Just put that up under this large tree here. 2, 3, 4. Cool. It's going. Alright. Finish off our berries real quick. Get warmed up. And what we can do is we can take these and make pine nuts. How's this looking here? It's fresh for 5 days. Go and eat another thing of our stew here. Alright. How's our body temperature looking? Yeah, we're pretty good. We'll be out to press on here soon. Let's see here. What's going to be my best route through here? So we're going to want to go kind of along here, I think. So that's real hilly in there. Last time I came through here. Oh, yeah, I left some stuff there. Yeah, because that's where I ended up killing a bear that killed me at one point. How we doing? Yeah, we're as good as we're going to get. Continuing on. What tree is this? That's a cedar. Okay. We are starting to see some different trees, which is cool. Fortunately, none of them are the type we're needing. Alright. Bruce. Nice. Alright. I'm kind of on my toes here because we are wandering through a forest at night, which means there's a probability of things like bears. That was penguin. the ground. That would have been bad to fall into. Overhang here. Extra gear, though. A little bit of money. On the ground. Blueberry bush. Now, unlike a lot of Snowball Earth playthroughs, I don't have temporal rips turned off, or the story stuff, so there's still, like, drifters and things that can spawn and whatnot. It's been bad to fall into, potentially. So, not only do you have to worry about bears, I also have to worry about the normal nighttime threats of things like, you know, drifters and bowthorn. Bowthorn in particular are pretty bad at night. And additionally, I decided that wasn't, you know, interesting enough, so I added Fantasy Creatures mod just because, you know, I wanted to fight orcs and goblins and stuff. Potentially treants as well, in theory, but I haven't seen one. Also, in theory, dragons. Haven't seen those either yet. Just seen orcs and goblins out of that. And like one skeleton. I saw one skeleton earlier, but I haven't seen yet. Alright. I mean, we haven't seen any bears yet, which is good. Last time I made this journey, it was like bears like every 10 feet. Taking that resin. That's a dangerous little hole in the ground there. Oh, it looks like another hole in the ground over here. Maybe. There's just a tree. I might just view that tree. This would also be a good place to look for, like, meteorite impacts. Usually pretty easy to see on these deserty, sandy areas. Like, there's one right over there. I think that's probably one. Okay, that was an elk. Or a deer. I was afraid that was a shiver there for a second. But a shiver I can deal with. Alright, let's see here. That looks like something over there on the left. Definitely heard something there. What am I seeing over here? Oh, it's just a little rock formation. Okay, I thought that was like some sort of ruin or something. The penguins are very loud. Oh my goodness. That's a deep one. Lots of penguins around here. Why do I see a fire over here? What's going on over here? Hold on, I have to go investigate this. What am I seeing over here? Wait a minute, wait a minute. Oh, this is my stuff that I left behind. It's my stuff! Campfire's somehow still burning. Alright. What do we have here? Well, I'll definitely take those cattails. Actually, got the fur coat, got the gloves. Take the fat. So there's stuff in that. So hold on. Put this down for a second. See what we got in this thing. Oh goodness. Get off me. Go. Shoot. Alright. What's this got in it? Your pelts. So hold on. These pelts in here. This in here. I'll take the barren soil. Don't care about the knife. You're good. And I kind of care about the bouquet, but I'm not super worried about the bouquet. We'll take the cabbage. Cabbage seed good. Alright, what about you? What you got? Caribou pelt. Get away from me. Put that down. Pick that up. Came back. I will come back. Come back here. Sure. That's it. Yeah. Yeah. Don't start nothing, there won't be nothing. That's sure. Okay. Alright, so we got some stuff that we care about. And actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to run over here to this crater real quick. We'll just camp out there. Give ourselves a chance to recover and not travel in the middle of the night. Oh, what do we got here? Pine. I've got some more dwarf pines that are ripe. 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 Nice. Alright. We're stacking up a little bit more food here. Perfect. Perfect. How you doing, trader? Yep. Building materials. Got anything I care about? Answers no. You got an XP book. Alright. So we managed to get a little bit of stuff. Leave anything here? No. Okay. Let's sleep through the night. This also gets us a closer respawn point. And we'll head out in the morning here. That's good enough. Don't need sleep the whole time. Goodness, it is cold. Yep. I'm saying, cold. Where's our campfire? Let's go over here to our campfire we had going. Let me just relight it real quick. Get warmed back up. Continue our journey. There we go. There we go. There we go. Cool. That's dealt with. We don't really need this torch anymore. Let's eat our lunch. And the other thing we'll do is we'll take this, that. And then the other thing we can do, take this with us. Let's carry on. Great mod. Alright, there we go. Cool. Food's all topped off. If in an emergency, we can eat that fat too. There we go. Done. Temperature. We're almost back up to full. Let's see here how far we got left to go. Not too far. Not too far. Come on. Good enough. Let's head out. Alright. So we are going to be a little bit slower now, though. We're carrying this basket on our back. See if there's any of these with berries on them. Doesn't look like it. It's like all that's been picked through pretty good. Doing that, yep. We're gonna stay on this kind of eastern side of these hills here, just so we don't get stuck in the mountains. Alright. So if we can get to this agricultural trader, hopefully they have flax. If they don't have flax, well, that's going to be very unfortunate. Alright. This is where we found, like, borax before. It's empty. Yeah, these are empty. Not surprised. It's too cold out here for the berry bushes right now. With it being middle of October. Winter's starting to set in pretty good. This is part of the reason I went so heavy into the underground farming. It's just Fox over there. Let's see how close are we. Alright, not too much further. Just past this little set of hills here. And we'll be good to go. Okay, just muskox. Muskox are fine. They can make the little burbly, grumbly noises all they want. Freaks me out because I keep thinking they're bears, but they're fine. What we got here? Oh, we got some berries. One of those has some berries on it. Yep, that one's got some berries. There we go. A few extra berries for the road. Gives them something to snack on. Just like raw nuts. And there. We should be able to almost see the agricultural critter. Here in just a minute. Go. It's all topped off nicely. More heather bushes. My one problem with heather bushes is they look so much like these dwarf pines. I love these dwarf pine bushes because they're just such a great source of like protein out on the go. You can actually take cuttings of them and plant more. We finally made it to the agricultural trader. Just a bit of a run, a bit of a journey. We're here. Alright. Please tell me you got flax seeds, bud. What you got to trade here? Everything but flax. I can get melon seeds. Which won't even grow in this climate. Same with the grapes. Tomatoes. Blueberries. Cranberries. Boysenberries. Kapok. Muskmelon. Why? Why are you doing this to me, man? I just need you to have flax seeds. Alright, well, that was an entirely wasted trip. I mean, we got some stuff back, so I mean, I guess it wasn't. Let's go ahead and process these real quick before we get back on the road back south. Gold again. It looks like some more. Seem to be pine nuts over here. Oh, those are heather plants. Dang. See, the heather plants look like the dwarf pines at a distance. Looks like we got some cranberries up here. Yep, they've been harvested. Or they've lost their harvest. Fauna too. Let's get going back as far south as we can. Before our character gets too cold, we have to stop and warm him up again. Cranberries. Looks like we're back to the hard way of trying to get flax seeds. I mean, his stuff will reset in a few days, and he'll get different inventory, but I don't really want to be making the journey up here every few days in games to see if what he's got. Not unless I get like an elk or something. That's a bear. See, that's not a muskox. That was a bear over there. Tell by the way it was laying down, just in between those two little dirt hills there. Got a goblin. The more dangerous riding too. There we go. Got him though. Gonna like harvest him? Come on. Okay, now you're gonna let me harvest him. Good. Don't really care about the axe. Fall down into that giant hole, because that would be really bad. Alright. Continuing on, though. Part of the reason I'm running is because I've got these berries to burn for food bar, you know. So I might as well. That was unfortunate. I almost went fully into the water there. It's really going to help our character save one. Alright. So, this series, where I'm living here in the Snowball Earth, is actually the series where I'm showing showing people like general efficiency, you know. One of the tricks I've learned to staying warm in this entire environment is if you don't want to stop and build a fire, you can always just take your torch and light the bushes on fire. Got some more dwarf pine nuts. Growth, flowering. Any of these, they're all flowering nicely. Hello, penguins. How y'all doing? Some more dwarf pine over here. Flowering. Excellent. Alright. Right over here to our little fire we had built before. Get warmed back up. There we are. Process these dwarf pine nuts real quick. Go. Well, at least we got some cabbage seeds. I mean, that's something. Still doesn't solve the problem we've got. But you know what? It's alright. We will figure it out. Have you warmed up yet? We'll just stand closer to the fire. Get warmed up faster. And try not to set ourselves on fire. Did that one time on the way up. Alright. Good enough. Alright, let's get back to sprinting here. Just because I can burn the extra calories right now. I want to. There are bees in this tree. Where are you, bees? Okay, there. Oh, goblin. One goblin. Where you at? Two goblins. One goblin. Oh, goblin. He was a little slow in that swing there. Yeah. Come on. Y'all are currently my only source of flax. Give me flax. There we go. That one gave me flax. Oh, got another goblin. Hello. Oh, he got me. He punched me. Flax for my trouble? No? Rude. The goblin did not give me flax. Alright. Continuing on. Instead of playing with more goblins. Howdy. You doing well there, Cozy Lena? Or Lenny? Go. Grab some more of these dwarf pine nuts. It's keeping us nice and fueled here. You having a good day? I'm doing alright. Recovering from some sort of sinus mess I got over the weekend. Let's see here. Good to hear that. You're about to try and sell me artist services. I hope not. But yeah, I'm doing better. What about you? You doing good? And for people wondering, that's someone in my Twitch chat talking. Oh, welcome to the stream, Kairu Coco. How you doing? I'm just stopping here to see if I find anything interesting. Doing good? That's good to hear. We got some bony soil here. I'll take this bony soil with us. Do I have a shovel on me? For people curious, I am streaming to both Twitch and YouTube at the same time, so that's why you may not see chat if I'm talking to someone. Maybe on the other servers. Just so people know. I mean, if all I get out of here is a couple of bony soil, that's alright. I'll take them with me. Over here, any bony soil over here? Alright. Nope. I was hoping to find at least like a couple of cracked vessels or something. Oh, well. Let's get back to base here. I don't want to spend too much time looking at what kind of tree is this? That's a fir tree. Huh. Does it have like a use? Nope. Can I do anything with this? Oh, this could have resin. Huh. Cool. The fir trees can have resin on them. Can I get a seed? Can I have a seed, please? Seed? I'd like to take one of you back with me. Of course not. I'm not gonna spend all day trying to get it for... Wait. Oh, it's an oak tree. It's an oak tree. Hello, oak tree. You're coming with me, oak tree. Folks, we just got, hopefully, leather, if we get enough oak. Let's see if we actually get enough oak out of this. We may not have gotten linen, but we may have gotten leather. Not quite as much. Oh, right, but we can get the oak leaves as well. Right. What do I throw out for that? I don't care about these canes. There we go. Give me those oak leaves, because we can use those to make tannin as well. Alright. We got enough to do a little something. There we go. Alright. This has been a successful journey after all. Here, I was worried about, you know, how we were going to get linen and all that. Still didn't get linen. Got leather. Maybe not a lot of leather, but some. Is that another oak? That is another oak tree. Can I mark this oak tree? Oak tree. Go. No, we'll do like this. And we'll do oak. That's worth coming back for. That giant oak tree. Totally worth coming back for. We'll travel back this way for oak tree. Let's go this direction, because that's going to be an easier route back. Go over this way. Go. That's a polar bear. That's nope. Dang it. Dang it. Dang it. That's going to be a problem. Gotta find a place to lose the polar bear. And that's not it. Need him to, like, get caught in the trees or something. Alright. Polar bear. Don't eat me, polar bear. Which is whether or not I've lost the polar bear. I unfortunately don't have the ability to stop and look behind me. See if I've lost the polar bear. At the temporal rift. That's Drifter. Only the Drifter and the polar bear will fight each other. Make my life easier. Yep, I think we have lost it, though. I do think we have. Yes, we've lost the polar bear. Thank goodness. Alright. Let's top off our food bar a little bit. Oh, goodness. Trying not to sneeze here. Main problem is we are in a very, very forested area. Need some torches. Actually, what I will do is just do one torch. Alright, so let's swing this way a little bit, if we can. Alright. Just want to get back to base. After a close encounter with a polar bear. See, this is the dangers of traveling at night in this kind of terrain. It's very easy to run into things you don't want to run into. Go. We're about to hit some more open terrain. Make it easier for us to get out of here. Alright. Dark game. What time is it? Yeah, it's like 9. It's getting a little late in the game. That's alright. Follow the edge of this lake here. Thankfully, we're not too far north now. We still got a little ways to go. Get home. We'll be alright. See a trader of some sort over here. Might be worth camping the night at. Try not to fall into the lake here. There's just like a fire I started previously. Oh, that was a temporal rift. We have. This is definitely a trader. This is one I don't have marked. You an agriculture trader? Hey, bud. Building materials. No, this is what I do have marked. Oh, no, I just marked it. Never mind. What am I saying? And name? Finger. Right. Got a digging XP book. Nothing I care about, though. Alright, let's go to this other trader, though. We saw one other trader over this way. Out of the way. Yep. You two have fun. Yep, that's right. Oh, it's a kitchenware trader. This is a kitchenware trader, folks, if you've never seen one. They have nice houses. See, we should actually warm up in here. Yeah, we're warming up in here, I think. Yeah, we are. How's it going, bud? Kitchenware trader. New around here. Did you just wake up? Smell my cooking? Yep, rather hungry mood. I'd always be hungry. Good to meet you. Guy, the kitchenware trader. Got anything to trade, guy? Oh, well, okay. Be closer. Got anything to trade? Oh, you can get a cauldron. I don't have the backpack space for it. $37 gears, and we could have meteoric iron cauldron. That's ridiculous. It'd be awesome. Oh, meat racks. Well, he'll buy meat racks, but he's got some. Doesn't tell me what kind this is. Alright, but we're gonna hang out in here, warm up a little bit. Those drifters think about themselves up there. This is just force floor, firewood. These ovens. Can I have your oven? Sell me an oven. What's he got in here? Oh, he's got some cheese. Yeah, unfortunately you can't open their stuff really. The way they've got them set up. But I mean, it makes sense. They don't want you like stealing stuff from them. Let's see here. We got a little bit of time to pass in game. Morning. I like look at that fancy age canopy bed there. You can hear the mammoths outside. They're making a heck of a racket. Alright, so I'm gonna have to mark this guy manually because my my auto mapping thing does not have this one coded into it. Alright, let's go here. I've been doing purple for kitchenware. There we go. How far from home are we? Yeah, we're not too far, because there's our iron mine that we've been digging around in. It's right in here. Looking for iron. Can I sleep in your bed? No. I'm not gonna let you sleep in your bed. Yeah, I don't really play with the Botorn at night. It's not the route I wanted. But this will get us through, I think. Honestly, I just need to get to the other side of these little hills here. Yeah. I can get through here. Alright. Okay, berry bush. Here we go. I think we might be mostly home free here. What kind of tree is this? It's another. This is a spruce. It's got like bees in it. Right there. Bees. That's from the Arctic survival mod I'm running. It basically lets bees and cattails and stuff show up in colder environments than normal. Alright, go. You're making good progress now. Bad drifter. You started it. I'm gonna finish it. There we go. And that's an army of Bowtorn shooting at me. Been lined up by the firing squad. One. That was a firing squad of Bowtorn that we just heard. Alright, there we go. Hop our way to freedom here. We're still a bit cold. Once we get home, that'll be solved. Gotta be getting close. Okay, here's the big lake. Yeah. Just run through that temporal rift real quick. Temporal rift's gonna stop us. Moose. The moose decides it's gonna kick your butt. It's gonna win, by the way. They can get aggressive. Come on. Out of the trees, please. There we go. Gotta watch out for this moose. Alright. We're so close. We're so close. That's a wall. That's going to really kind of slow us down a little bit. That stone wall. Go. Out of the tree, please. Yep. Alright. Should be able to see the house. There it is. You can see it in the distance. Move my little torches up. Man, what is the rift activity at right now? Very high. That explains why I keep running into temporal rifts. It's very high out right now. Very high rift activity. I do apologize, folks, for my voice and my clearing my throat a little bit here and there. I've been recovering from some sort of like sinus infection or something I picked up this weekend. Thankfully, it seems to be almost over. It is making me a little hoarse and a little hard to talk and all that. So if that's why I sound a little different than what y'all might be used to. That's what it is. And I hope everyone out there is having a great evening, because it's evening for me. Whatever time it is for you, I hope it's a great time. We're almost done. Alright. And we've made it up. There's one fish waiting on us. There's some firewood in there. There we go. Now we can light it. Get our character warmed back up. There we go. Let's get this down. Add this to the storage area here. I brought home some stuff. Nothing too crazy. That's what I want. Let's see here. Top that off a little bit. Our flax there. Pardon me. Alright, so we have these oak leaves, which we can actually use to make tannin. And if we had 4. Unfortunate, we only have 2. Unfortunate. We'll toss them in here for now. Alright, folks, but I'm going to have to call it there because I unfortunately do have to go to my day job in the morning. Thank everybody for joining me. This has been Thalan McRom playing some of my Snowball Earth Vintage Story playthrough. And we didn't get everything I wanted. We didn't find the flax, though we did find oak, surprisingly. So we're a step closer to having some leather. Not a lot of leather, but a little bit. We really need that flax if we're going to push this whole selling merchants thing. I'll show you why, because we need to make these top hats. Hat. Okay, there's it. There we go. So these merchants. So for example, if we want an agriculture merchant, we need black leather and brown cloth. So not only do we have to get leather, we then have to dye the leather and the cloth, and then we can make the hat summon the merchant. And it's a different one. For like, we need blue for this one. And so to make black leather, we need black dye. Which we can get from walnuts, walnut leaves, and that's it. So we're going to have to get walnuts somewhere. So that's going to be a whole thing. And like, for example, this brown dye, we need... Now, thankfully, that's just tannin. It's strong tannin. So that's not a huge issue. We've at least got that. So these now have to look for walnuts. But anyways, folks, I want to thank you all for joining me, and we'll catch you all in the next one. Next stream's probably going to be... I haven't decided yet. Might be Icarus, might be something else. If people have opinions on what they want to see me stream, let me know. I'm always open to those. And outside of that, I hope you all have a great one, and we'll see you next time.